Who's your trainer?
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Marvel Legends Hercules! So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. In the background, we have the Avengers Hercules on this side of the box. We have Hercules on the other side. We have Hercules on the bottom. Words, things, barcodes. On the top, Avengers A. Build-to-figure Thanos. On the back of the box, we have the rundown of all the figures necessary to build said Thanos. And up top, we have Mr. Hercules again, along with a brief bio if you want to read it in multiple languages. Hooray for languages, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Hercules. I didn't have to do any kind of read-up on Hercules. We all know who Hercules is. He's Hercules. Come on now, he's Hercules. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at that head sculpt. It's a pretty nicely done head sculpt, although they did kind of mess up the paint on the eyes. On mine, that's not that one. They kind of, whatever. But all in all, though, it's still a pretty nicely done head sculpt. He's got a little bit of a smirk there. He's happy. He's Hercules. And you can see the body here. Of course, he's Hercules, so he's all ripped, chiseled, and jacked, because that's what Hercules does. Got his hairy chest going on. You got the various straps and whatnot. Got the gold there on the belt buckle. He's got a bunch of pouches here on his belt for his, protein powder and his chapstick, like Hercules does. You know how Hercules does. We all know. And moving down the pants, got the knee pads going on, his boots, and moving up the back. Let's see again. Very nicely detailed with all of the musculature and whatnot. Quite nice looking figure. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You do get some wiggly-waggly. Of course, you do have that joint at the base of the neck, so he can look... Oh, that's just abnormal, but he can do that. He can look down and can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. You do get bicep rotation. You get a double-jointed elbow, which just gives you a bit over 90 degrees there. The wrist can rotate, as well as a hinge, which allows the hands to move in and out. You do have the ab crunch there, which works very nicely. You also have waist rotation. Legs can move forward that far, back that far, out that far. You got thigh rotation. You have a double jointed knee, so you get some good range of movement there. You do get that boot cut, so that can rotate, and the feet can move up, they can move down, and you get ankle tiltage. So now let's talk about accessories. The first thing you get are a pair of optional weapon holding hands that you can swap out. The ones that come installed are just the closed fists, but you can swap these hands out very easily. They just pop right off. Hey, get back here, Hercules. You're trying to run away from me. And you just pop the new hands on. And now he is ready to wield some weapons. And speaking of weapons, he does include his sword. With the blade done in a silver-ish plastic. Get a little bit of gold got on there by accident, seems like. It's okay. But you got some gold there on the handle as well. And also some little... I like that there's some little, nicks in the blade as well. Some battle damage, which is nice. And you can store the sword on him if you want. You just drop it down right here, and it'll just sit across his back, so you do have storage for that. And you also get this deal right here, which looks like it can do a lot of damage. You can see, done again, in that. This is definitely more of a gray plastic than the silverish plastic. Some of the gray paint is kind of scratching off the handle here, though. Oh well. Hey, battle damage. But to store this, you do want to just unplug the top piece here. It is a bit tight, but that just pops right off. And then you just feed that through and just pop that back on. Boop. There you go. And you can have all of his weapons stored on his back, which is quite nice. Very, very nice. But Hercules is a man of action, so hey, he's a man who likes to fall flat on his face as well. But he also is a man of action, and he should be holding his weapons. And he does hold them nice and secure-like. And we can just feed this up through his hand. And put this back together. And boop. There you go. So there is Hercules with his weapons, which is pretty cool. So there you have that. And for comparison, here he is with his wave mates, Ronin and Cap. Here he is with Ebony Maw and Living Laser. And here he is with Nighthawk and Citizen V. So, there you go. So now let's get down to the real main event here, the last Build-A-Figure part, because Hercules comes with the head of Thanos. Grrr. Grrr. So there we have Thanos' helmeted head, and now we can finally, excuse me, sir, we can finally complete the big boy himself. So let's pop on his head. Get on there. There we go. And there we finally have Thanos, and he looks awesome. That's really cool. Really, really cool. So let's get in close here and finally take a look at the completed Thanos. Again, that head sculpt, very nice. Very cool. And all that armor done in gold. Some gray in there as well. Looks quite nice. There's a big old double-bladed meat cleaver of death. And of course the Infinity Gauntlet. Very nicely done. Looks really good, in my opinion. Love it. Love it! Ah, ha, ha. Now articulation-wise, on the head is on a ball joint, so you get that wiggly waggly. Can rotate, you can look up, you can look down. Arms, I can do a full 360. The shoulder pieces are kind of flexible. You can move in and out on the shoulders there. The rotation is at the elbow itself. On this arm, you get under 90 degrees of bend. You do get wrist rotation as well as a hinge that allows the hand to move in and out. On this side, though, you get a little bit more articulation. As you can see, you get a total 90-degree bend there at the elbow, and this hand can rotate as well as a hinge that actually allows the hand to move downward like so. So you can get some, pointing poses there with his weapon and have it angled up if you want. You do have that ab crunch, which works very nicely. No waist though, but legs can move forward that far, back that far, outward that far. Thigh rotation, double jointed knee, and the feet can move up a little bit, can move down some, and I don't think you get any ankle tiltage there. Doesn't seem to, nope, don't think so. And for comparison, here he is with the previous Build-A-Figure Thanos. Just so you can see how they look side by side. And if you really wanted to, since, these are just Build-A-Figures, you can pop the head off if you want, the unmasked, the unhelmeted head. On this one, hey, you can totally do that, although the skin tone doesn't quite match up, but hey, still a thing you can do if you want to do it, but, totally up to you, but all in all, though, I'm very happy with them. Looks very cool. Yay, we're finally done. So there you have the Avengers Endgame wave of Marvel Legends. And I totally forgot to put on my Infinity Ring for this video, but it's on now. I got it. But anyway, as far as this wave of figure goes, they're all nicely done figures. The only real complaint I have is that you only get 3 actual movie figures, well 4 if you count Thanos, and 4 figures that I didn't want to buy just because I needed to build a figure parts. That's the only thing I hate about Marvel Legends. That's really the only thing I hate about it. But still, nicely done figures, one and all. Thanos is awesome, so, complaints aside, there's still some good stuff here, so. There you go. Now, if you would like this or any other Marvel Legends toys, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com. There will be a link in the description down below. You can also check out my Marvel Legends playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter. All that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Marvel Legends Hercules, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud. Boom! Never fear, Hercules is here, and I will defeat you with the power of my huge muscles. I mean, look at these guns. Look at them. Tell me they aren't spectacular. Superman wishes he had arms like this. He wishes. But enough about me. Now we do battle. Of course he ran. He didn't want to deal with all of this.